So, I'm doing another review on Reality Resort Episode 2. Oh yeah, and before everybody asks, don't worry, you all probably might be worried about how come I'm not doing my paper shows. Well, I've been taking a little breaks, a little two times because, I got the whole job thing, well, class job thing about, cooking and stuff. So that's probably it. But don't worry, I'll be back doing paper shows. Probably later on. But for now, I'm going to do this review on Reality Resort Episode 2. Tourist Attraction. All I have to say is this season, well actually this episode for Season 2 was actually pretty good. I kind of liked it better than the first episode, I have to say. I like the idea of both teams voting for people to be up for a nomination to see who would get evicted from the game. So that's actually a pretty good concept. After all, it is based on Big Brother, so that's probably one thing. And the two people who were up for a nomination will have to face off on a challenge. And the challenge was actually pretty good, I have to say, to see who will stay in and who will get evicted from the game. So that's probably a good idea. Usually from Big Brother, they always do the whole thing where the nominated people who are up for eviction will have to, have to face off for the contestants to vote for who will be evicted from the game. But this one, they're doing the challenges to make sure that it's fair, so that's probably well done. And now let's talk about some of the characters, because some of them were probably the most interesting ones in this episode. None of them don't really do that much into this episode. Like, for example, Finn, Charles, VJ, and Monica don't really do that much into this episode. I guess Tino was fine. I like the fact how he's trying to help Seth focus on the game, so I guess that's the good part. Olive was good in this episode. I like the fact how she read Monica's aura, so yeah, that's probably good. So she's kind of a fake fortune or something. Who cares? She's still probably one of the most popular characters so far, so yeah. Kind of think of it, she's kind of a better character than Dawn from Revenge of the Island and Kai from this Adventure Camp Season 2. So that's a twist. Cheryl and Kylie were the most surprising characters in this episode. I like the fact how they tried to make Finn to join into their alliance. And besides, I saw behind the scenes clips, so yeah, it was pretty obvious. So they were pretty good as well. And Drew and Isidore were probably the most funniest characters in this episode. I like the fact how, Isidore always keep on tormenting Drew a lot, so... And besides, when Drew was trying to look for his, lost retainer thing, guess what Isidore just said?
I do. You just slept on the Conspiracy Nuts retainer last night.
That's where it went? Bruh, and you still let me search the toilet?
The only character I feel kinda about is Marcus. I don't know, he feels like a character that could very be, one of the fifth nominee people to get early boot, so yeah. But when he overheard Cheryl's plan thing, he could go far, I'd say. But otherwise, he's not going to win the season, let's just be fair. And now we get to some of the interesting characters in this episode. Starting with possibly the best character in this episode, Brad. Now, this dude is possibly a very manipulated player. I have to say, he probably gives me the Alejandro vibes into this episode, telling his whole team to vote off Seth into a nomination was actually pretty stunning. And I know I said some drama with this guy. Consider how he's trapped into this love triangle with Annalise and Sarah. And now we finally get to the two nominee people, which are Topaz and Seth. Now, I'm not surprised that Topaz was going to be up for a nomination because she's bossy. But Seth, well, he got, caught up by the drama between Brad, so yeah, that's probably why. So it was kind of a very harsh choice to see who's going to get the first boot. But yet again, and this might cause some spoilers if any of y'all haven't seen this episode, so you probably don't need to watch it. So the first person evicted from Reality Resort was Seth. And to be honest with you guys, I did not expect Seth to be the first boot. Normally, he could easily go for it to this game, but I guess not. Besides, he kind of caused his own eviction by not being focused on the game and got out because of Brad. So I'm pretty sure all Seth fans are going to be pretty mad at Brad about this one. And besides, his elimination or eviction was actually pretty funny how he reacted to this.
That's all that matters.
Are you kidding me? That right there was complete poppycock. How was I supposed to know our podiums ain't labeled the same?
Hey, take it easy. I get losing is frustrating, but that's why it's important to...
Absolute bull honky. I should have never signed up for this competition to begin with. That's a stupid show anyway. Bunch of clout chasers. Should have called this show Reality Rejects.
All in all, the episode was actually pretty fun. By its strategy and the voting and the challenges, everything turned out pretty well. Can't wait to see who will get evicted next. So by the episode standout, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. So yeah, can't wait for the next episode to come out. So yeah. Anyways, that's my review on this episode. See you next time.